Hello everyone, my name is Ravi Singh. I am the owner of the XUV 700 parked over here. So it's a AX7L, the luxury model, the diesel automatic variant. So I've been driving this car for the past 6 months now. I got this car by the end of January this year. Mostly highway runs. In city I have driven it for about 1000 kilometers at max. Overall driving for so far has been around 7,500 kilometers. The ride quality has been amazing so far. I have been a owner of XUV 500 earlier. I had driven that car for over 1,20,000 kilometers. After driving that car for so long, I was very skeptical about how Mahindra has done, as part of the reliability at least, how the car has been done. As compared to my earlier XUV, I believe because it's an automatic variant, I expected it to give a little lesser mileage. Honestly, I'll not be able to tell the mileage on zip mode because I've driven it very sparsely in that mode. I can assume that the mileage should be around 14 to 15 kmpl, driven very sedately within the city. In the zap mode, I get a mileage of about, as I said, right, 14 to 15 kmpl on the highways, and on within the city, it's typically 10 to 11 kmpl only. In fact, 10, 11, 12, it keeps varying depending upon the traffic conditions. If it is really, the traffic conditions are really bad, then I get a mileage of about 10, 11 kmpl. Now, knowing the Delhi summers are also at the peak, that is also one of the reasons why the mileage has gone down. And in zoom mode, I think the mileage varies between 12 to 13 kmpl. Again, depending upon how hard I am on the accelerator pedal. So based on that, the mileage completely changes. Since the car is fairly new, there is only one service that I got done, and I have gone a couple of times to the Mahindra service center because of a couple of niggles I faced in the car. I've been used to Mahindra's service earlier. I go to the dealer which I have known for the past 6+ years now. Service experience of Mahindra is really dependent on the kind of dealer that you are engaged with. I'm happy with the dealer that I am taking the car. This guy has been trying to do a good job, but then for them as well, the car is fairly new. They don't know much about the car, the electronics and all. They completely rely on what the ECU has to say, what kind of error messages are coming. So I believe, yeah, there are a lot of gaps in service. I believe the advisors are not very well aware of what the dynamics are of the car. The training aspect of Mahindra, I think that needs to be taken care of a little bit. Service schedule, I think first service happened at 1000 kilometers. And after that, the second service is due at 10,000 kilometers. So I'm still awaiting. And I've been told that during the second service, typically the brake pads get replaced because of the the ADAS function and the collision detection, the automatic emergency braking. The brake pads might need to get changed. I don't know, but I honestly hope that I don't need to change the brake pads during the second service, because that would be a bummer. In terms of service cost, I expect a service cost of about 5 to 6K per service, and if it is falling in that range, I'm definitely going to be much more comfortable. But if it goes beyond that, I'll feel maybe not so happy as a Mahindra customer. I did the booking online. After booking the car, I believe I didn't hear anything from the dealer for about 4 or 5 months. One fine day, I just got a message saying that the car is ready for delivery, and I would be getting the car in a month or so. And once the car got delivered to the dealer gave me a call saying that one of the owners has cancelled their booking, and my delivery was supposed to happen in March, but then it got advanced to January. So if I wanted to pick the car up, so I said yes. I mean, if the car color is matching, because AX7L diesel variant was the one which was not easily available, and fortunately for me, that variant was available and in the color that I had chosen. So I went ahead with the delivery. The dealer experience has been very nice. I did a test drive of a petrol XUV 700 earlier before booking the car in a different city. Coming back to Gurgaon, I approached my dealer and I told him that I want to do a test drive again. And the dealer was very supportive, considering the number of bookings. I have had bad experience with other dealers where the cars are getting sold in good numbers. So compared to that, I feel the Mahindra dealers are very grounded. They have ensured that the customer experience is not lagging behind, and they are getting in fact, the test drive happened at my home. The dealer sent the car over and I did the test drive at the home, and I showed it to all the family members, and we did a fair bit of testing before we went ahead with the final delivery. XUV 500 was a beast. If you sit on the driving seat of an XUV 500, you feel that it can take a lot of abuse. It just doesn't matter on how you drive the car, you throw it around, it just performs absolutely fine. If you sit in the driving seat of a XUV 700, one of the major differences that I feel is that the luxury factor of the car has increased to a very high extent. Although I'm sure that the car can take a lot of abuse, but just don't feel like, abusing the car when you're sitting in the driving seat. 500 had a lot of issues. Parts were not very well put together. I had a lot of noises coming in from everywhere. Compared to that, there are still noises coming in this car as well, but then not as bad as the 500. As compared to 500, I feel the interiors have been really revamped. I love the car from the interior perspective. I definitely feel that the car is an upgrade. I have driven the 500 for a very long time, and after driving that, I can comfortably say that investing in a 700 was a good decision.